A laid-back approach to Alberta's sovereignty bill. The province's new Premier Danielle Smith tabled the bill when the new parliament began, and it gives the cabinet powers to push back against federal policies deemed harmful to Albertans. The bill is still in its first reading. Intergovernmental Affairs Minister Dominic LeBlanc says his government won't get bogged down with the hypotheticals.
We're not wasting a great deal of time focused on this. We're having what I think are constructive discussions with the Alberta government, with Alberta ministers, on things that we have in common, if it's infrastructure, if it's the fight against climate change, if it's some challenges around immigration, the workforce, labor force issues, housing. These are the things that are the subject of ongoing conversation, and we're not going to waste a lot of our time or frankly impede our ability to work with the Alberta government on these other priorities by getting bogged down in a theoretical debate.
LeBlanc says his government will wait before taking any action, if any, against the bill. Let's bring in Tom Mulcair now, CTV News political commentator, former NDP leader. Happy Sunday to you, Tom.
Good to be with you, Angie.
Listening there to Dominic LeBlanc, but I want to sort of pull back a little bit to Danielle Smith and her presentation of this Sovereignty Act and her take on it. Do you think perhaps things are a bit too harsh? We know that former Premier Jason Kenney was, I guess, quite critical about it.
Well, as are the chambers of commerce, for example, in Alberta, quite worried about the use of the word sovereignty, even though the rest of the title says within a united Canada. There's a well-known Quebec comedian who always joked that what Quebecers really want is an independent Quebec in a united Canada. It seems a little bit that they've stolen a page from his routine in Alberta. More seriously, the act would have given Cabinet the ability to undo laws and to remake laws. Of course, that's the prerogative of elected officials in the legislature. So Danielle Smith now says, oh, she's going to clarify that. She's talking about cleaning it up. But, you know, the old expression, you don't get a second chance to make a good first impression, applies here. The first impression is she talked a good game. She got the best people she had on her team put this thing together, and they realized that it was really badly done. And there have been a series of things like that that have come back. She's learned, for example, that everything that she said while she was a radio host has been noted. And she appeared to support Putin over the Ukrainians. And guess what? There are hundreds of thousands of people in her province of Ukrainian origin, and they're quite concerned with what they've learned about what she said in the past. So she's going to have to learn how to temper what she says. She's a very capable politician. She proved that by pushing aside all of her leadership rivals, and she's got skills. But boy, she's really going to have to settle down and decide whether she wants to be that rowdy person on the radio or somebody who can actually run the province. When she got rid of a whole bunch of people running the health sector, everybody's saying, what, you're getting rid of skill and deep experience. How is that supposed to help kids who need to be taken care of in a hospital?
And that's really going to play into, of course, next year when there is an election and we are looking at actual full-on campaigning and whatnot to see whether or not she can get the vote from Albertans to continue on as premier. Looking at now how the government is going to be looking at this act and I guess maybe the overall relationship that they're looking to build with Alberta. Again, it could change. It could pivot come next year, depending on who forms government. But your take there, listening to Dominic LeBlanc saying, you know what, we're going to focus on issues that we think are important. We're going to take a look at this and look at it in detail, but we don't want to react on hypotheticals here.
Very smart politics on the part of Justin Trudeau and Dominic LeBlanc, basically saying, you want to have this fight? We're not going to have this fight, not now. Trudeau also added, but he's not taking anything off the table. Now that runs the gamut from a low court challenge reaction all the way through to disavowal, because that's still a power that exists for the federal government. But they're wise. They're just saying, look, obviously you want us to be part of your election campaign. We're not going to oblige. There's no reason for us to get involved at this point. There have been examples in the past where provinces have fought back against a federal policy when the federal government was putting together its bills having to do with medically assisted dying, for example. The province of Quebec went off on its own, said, you're not covering this properly. And eventually the Supreme Court and the feds realized that legislation had to be done differently in Ottawa. So sometimes that pushback is helpful. She's talking about things that are important for people in her home province. She's talking about firearms that were acquired legally, saying you can't do that retroactively. These are big, important things to discuss. She's talking about something that might seem mundane to people in other provinces, fertilizer, but as part of its climate plan, the federal government is purporting to tell people on the prairies how much fertilizer they can use, and that for them is a really serious example of why the feds are overreaching. But she can't at the same time say that she wants to keep Ottawa in its lane and then try to occupy the lane of the legislature with herself appointed and anointed members of her cabinet who don't even have to be elected. I think that that's been her biggest problem so far.
Yeah, we'll see, as well as whether she's going to venture into that lane and say, hey, feds, we need some help here, and sort of where that goes with that relationship as well, with things being, I guess I'm going to say somewhat frosty, but we'll see sort of where things pivot from here. Tom, always great to see you on a Sunday.
Good to be with you.
CTV's political commentator, Tom Mulcair, former NDP leader. Happy Sunday to you, Tom.
All the best.